Alright, so the three big questions that humanity has struggled to answer. What is the meaning of life? Are we alone in the universe? And what the hell do you do with all of your holiday leftovers? Well, luckily for you, I can answer at least one of those. So today I'm going to show you a way to use up those leftovers that isn't boring. If you like this video, give it a like and consider subscribing. I release new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. And with all that being said, let's make some Ssam. So Ssam is just things wrapped in lettuce. I'm using leftover roast duck from my last video, but this will work with any roasted holiday bird, or any leftover protein for that matter. The first thing I'm going to make is a ginger scallion sauce. You'll need a lot of scallions for this, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I'm just slicing the thick ends in half, so there isn't any big chunks in the final sauce, then thinly slicing the rest of them. I'm also going to add a small shallot that I'm just going to give a quick fine dice to. Gonna need a fair amount of ginger too. Use the edge of a spoon to scrape away the skin, then thinly slice, julienne, and mince. Then in a small bowl, combine the scallion, ginger, shallot, some minced garlic, season with kosher salt, then add soy sauce. I'm using light because it's much saltier, rice vinegar, Japanese mirin or sweet cooking wine, and a neutral oil like canola. I like adding a little bit of the oil at first, giving it a good mix, then adding the rest. It should be thick and chunky, but still have some liquid to it. If you've ever had chimichurri sauce, this is the Asian equivalent. The second and final thing I'm gonna make is some short grain rice. If you're not sure how to cook rice or don't have access to a rice cooker, you can check out my video in the description. But essentially, wash and rinse the rice until the water is mostly clear, add enough cold water to reach your first knuckle, season with kosher salt, and set it on high heat. Once it comes to a boil, cover it with a lid and turn the heat to low for 15 minutes before shutting it off and allowing it to steam for another 10. Now for the leftovers. All I have left is a breast, a leg, and what's left of the body. Pick as much of the meat off as you possibly can. Make sure you get all of that skin too. I'm gonna reserve the breast for later. Once everything is picked clean, give it a quick chop. You don't have to go crazy with this, you're just looking for the consistency you'd use for, say, chicken salad. Set a frying pan on medium heat. I'm only going to use a tiny bit of oil just to get it started, because there's still a bit of fat in the duck which will render out. You want this fairly crispy, so continue cooking on medium heat until you start getting these crispy brown pieces, almost like bacon bits. Then in a large bowl, combine the rice, a few spoonfuls of the ginger scallion sauce, and the crispy duck. Season with kosher salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and give it a good mix. This alone tastes amazing, and it makes a killer fried rice too. For the duck breast, I'm just going to crisp it up a bit, skin side down in a pan on medium heat. Then slice it as thin as possible. Lay out the sliced duck on your fanciest plate, spoon the rice mixture into a fancy bowl, throw some kimchi into a fancy dip bowl because it wouldn't be Ssam without kimchi. Fill an even smaller and fancier dip bowl with the ginger scallion sauce, and place some lettuce leaves on another fancy plate, but with a different color. And that's it. Duck/holiday leftover Ssam. Don't think of this video as an exact recipe to follow, rather a source for inspiration or a guide, because you could literally use any leftovers in this. You could even replace the rice with leftover stuffing, and that would also be amazing. So have fun with your leftovers. They don't always have to be boring. Let me know down in the comments what you'd put in your leftover Ssam. Thanks for watching. I'll be releasing the Thursday episode as usual, but we'll be taking the week after that off. I've got some big things in the works for the channel and can't wait to share them with you.